I still remember the first wetting. Filled up with hype and adrenaline. Gave the youth a little legging. Next time was a face shot. Progression. My young'un got life, stressing, wondering if we'll forget him. Back then for 6 racks, get him. Now times that by 10 just for Reading. It ain't about the start, it's the ending. It ain't about your heart, it's the weapons. This music just came as a blessing. After all of the rain and the lessons. Promoters, they pay for my entrance. These people, they pay for a sentence. Rub the plug, never meant it. My biggest mistake, I left it. Grew up with my mum. Used to see my dad a bit. Till I started moving so down. He couldn't even manage it. I was 14 and I was missing like Madeline. Stealing phones, chipping in with my niggas for cannabis. I quit school for the banging strip. But let's go back a bit. Mum moved me out of London when I was like 10. But I was the same out there, I was badder again. So by 13 we was back in the ends. But bringing me back to that shitty estate was probably my mum's biggest mistake. But she never grew up or lived in this place. Met my dad here, thinks the city is great. Biggest mistake, this ain't no city your kids wanna play. I'm from where real young you make killers as mates. It's maximum profit on minimum wage. Now I'm a star, they won't give me no space. Bad bitch with an innocent face. Why you broke, there's a million ways. Got my knife every day, cause I'm still in my ways. Yo, this rap weren't never the plan. I'm cool but never a fan. Not having money don't make no one less of a man. But you need money to be the best that you can. If I go broke, I go rest in a can. Bump into ops and I'm repping a gang. Young little teenagers stepping for man. Them man ain't got no bodies but reckon they're bad. Feds on my back, they think I'm the head of the gang. Couple G's on the road, got the rest of the bros in the can. Couple hundred in drug P's, put the rest of the P's in the bank. Kilos of petrol, up in a bando, and the rest in my tank, yo. We got it, there's no wrestling man. Who's gonna wrestle with man? She said I'm out here fucking everybody. Who's gonna settle with that? Cooking tuna in my cell, used to use kettles for that. Since I ran up, 500,000, pussy I never been back. We've been living away, fly to Cunch, give it away. Next thing you know, the phone's on the jib in a day. That's how I done it, it's really the way. I shot the glass from whipping the yay. Lost it, was my biggest mistake. Gave Delma some food, he went missing away. He must have fought up in the prison, he's sick. Biggest mistake. My niggas ran in his cell and slit in his face. This ain't rap, it's really the case. Revenge is so sweet, it's really the taste. Everyone knows me, the feeling is strange. Dark tint when I chill in the range. Bro got locked, years in the cage. Every day's the same, so I give him a change. Yo, I work so hard to be real. All them lies that they make ain't harming me still. Got a youth strapped up in the party to kill. He knows make his own way home if he's barking it still. My army is real. 20 years if he pleads, that's hardly a deal. Man, it's awkward now, I don't even know what we should talk about. You must be having weird dreams of walking out. You don't need kebab shops for no quarter pound. Just phone little Capo, he'll sort you out. My niggas ride, don't talk it out. Hanger in a pot, fork it out. Used to have to stay at my shorty's house. Now my left wrist is a mortgage house. You know what's funny as well? Before I met Santander, I met his brother in jail. I never knew and his brother didn't tell. Who would have thought me and his brother would sell? #1 in the charts, I used to be #1 in the dark. Doubting myself was my biggest mistake. Trusting someone was also my biggest mistake. We started as dogs, but he finished a snake. Can't run round there to slither away. I'm into money, ain't into the bakes. With my knife on reviews, watch niggas deflate. The quicker I leave, the bigger the chase. So girl, don't play, give a nigga your face. I paid my lawyer, I'm winning the case. Feds took 50, still had a grin on my face. Perks, I got jibs in the safe. Think I'm out with all the shit that I made, give a nigga a break. Every dog has his day, but it isn't today. Free my dogs, that's all locked in the cage. Reminiscing on their biggest mistake. I still remember the first wetting. Filled up with hype and adrenaline. Gave the youth a little legging. Next time was a face shot. Progression. My young'un got life, stressing, wondering if we'll forget him. Back then for 6 racks, get him. Now times that by 10 just for Reading. It ain't about the start, it's the ending. It ain't about your heart, it's the weapons. This music just came as a blessing. After all of the rain and the lessons. Promoters, they pay for my entrance. These people, they pay for a sentence. Rub the plug, never meant it. My biggest mistake, I left it.
Can money buy happiness? No, money can't buy happiness. But it can contribute towards getting happiness. I mean, you can't go into the shop and purchase a bar of happiness. It just doesn't work like that. There's not like a single thing that you can identify as happiness and say you're gonna have a money and get that. There's so much more